Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share something brief on in response to some of the questions that I've received from you guys. Some people are asking how to file returns if you have multiple P9s. Some are wondering maybe you have to fill two different sheets or something. No, you only need to fill one. So I'm going to take you through the process of filing your returns if you have multiple P9 forms. So the first thing, of course, you do is to go to Itax and then log into your account. Follow the normal process of returns, file returns, then using Excel, of course, you download that Excel so that you can be able to access the latest version. I remember like the last time I downloaded, it was version 18.0.5. You see now it's 6. Yeah, so once you download that Excel and open it, this is where it will bring you. So you fill in your PIN. I'm going to be very brief. I've missed one digit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so, and of course it is original. If you're filing an amended, of course you do amended. So the period, you put the period, insert the period in which you're filing the returns for. I'm assuming in this case you're filing for 2022. So you do that. And remember, for 2022, we have the issue of insurance, NHIF being treated as insurance. So you select this place and change this place to yes. If you have any other income other than employment income, maybe you have consultancy income also, you select here, you come here and select yes. And there is a video for how to file consultancy income. You can check on that. Yes, so next you go to employment income, and this is actually where everything is. So you key in your employer, let's say the first employer in that case. So let me say the employer is ABC, gross pay. Let me just use a P9 here so that you can get once again, you can refresh your mind on how to follow the P9 form. So for instance, I have this sample that I was using last time. So here on the gross pay, I still repeat, you check this row, total gross pay. So like in this case, we have 712,440. So 712,440. So here on allowances other than canned housing, of course, you put 0. Net value of housing 0. Pension if in excess of 300,000, of course, in this case it is 0. Someone was asking me, they don't know what to do with this column F and G. If you follow the other videos correctly, I always do 0. So follow it correctly. Now after that, you go to the next row. If you have 2 P9s, 3 P9s, maybe you job hopped for one reason or another, or you are employed by 2 organizations. So you go to the next tab, the next row. So, and then you key in the other one. Let me say it's 001X. So let's say this is XYZ Limited. So on the columns, again, you follow the same. If it is a gross pay of 712, you key in there. If it is 100,000, you key in there. So here, so in this case, let me just do 0 since this is a demo. So on allowances, you do 0, value of housing, you do 0, and then there is 0. So on computation of insurance relief, I said this last, you put the pin of NHIF here. I don't have it offhand actually, but I know it's easily accessible online actually. Let me even get it. NHIF carry pin. Yeah, you can see it here. Yeah, so you insert the pin there of NHIF, and then the company, of course, the name of the insurance company is NHIF. The type of policy, actually they've updated. Initially it was just life, education and health, so they've updated NHIF. So you select NHIF there. On them, insurance or NHIF number, there is a membership number in your NHIF card. So check that number and then you insert it here. So let me just do self here. So on the annual premium paid, it is the sum of the NHIF deductions for the whole year. In your P9, you may get it differentiated like this, like they've done personal relief in a different column, or NHIF and NHIF relief in a different column. So in that case, it is very easy for you. But if they've not done, if they've summed them up, just do calculations like per month, the personal relief is 2,400. So what is in excess of 2,400 is actually NHIF. So you sum it up and then you get the difference. So in this case, it has been differentiated like in different columns. So you can see that the NHIF relief for the entire year is 2,255. How you get relief on insurance is 15% of your deduction. So this column here is 15% of what this particular individual was deducted in the year. So we now need to get 100%. That is what we shall do here on annual premium pay. So 2225 is 15%. So what is 100%? So 2235 times multiplied by 100, of course, divided by 15. So in that year, this person contributed 14,900. So that is the amount of money that you are going to enter here on annual premium paid. And when you do that, if you see the next column, it will show the amount. Even it's here 15%. They've put the percentage, it's 15%. So you can see this 2235 is what we have there. So if you had two employers, of course you need to sum this relief on both P9s. So you get the sum here and then you go to the other P9 and then sum them up. So and then you continue to the details of the pay. So on the details of the pay, remember you had two employers. So the first one we had ABC Limited. The taxable pay is this chargeable pay. So which is 710,040. The tax payable is this tax charged. Some P9s call it tax charged, some call it tax payable. So it is this. And this was in chargeable pay, some P9 forms call it taxable pay. So they mean one and the same thing. So this is 150 for 12, ignore the decimals, 150, 412. Amount of pay is the last column, that is pay tax or tax paid. Some P9s may name it tax paid. So it is this one, 119,386. 119,386. The difference that you get here will always be the summation of the relief. So if you add these two, it should give you this amount. Remember, you had the second pin, or the third, or the fourth, whichever number of employers you had in the year. So you go to the drop down again, and then you go to the next one. This one was our XYZ Limited. So on XYZ, remember we had 0, since this is just a demo. So there it is 0. And you are done. So you come here to the last section, that is sheet T on tax computation. Here is the catch. On pension. Pension is this actual. I remember I encountered, I think, a question was asking, I didn't explain about E1, E2, E3 something that was showing in his or her P9. No, you check the one written actual. That is what was actually contributed. So in this P9 form, it is 2,400. So if you have 2 or 3 P9s, you sum them up and then you get that total and put it here. So in this case, it is only 2,400. Then on personal relief, here it is 28,800. I'll explain personal relief once again. I think I encountered a comment saying that we should put the relief for the number of months worked. No. Remember, you are filing annual returns, not monthly returns. That is why when you put this amount in this Excel, the amount is spread for the 12 months. So if you are employed partially 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, that amount is spread for the 12 months and it will be taxed. Like the calculation on this Excel sheet applies the 12 months rate, not the number of months that you are working. So you're supposed to be granted relief for the whole year, not partially. You will get a negative return or a negative tax due if you are partially employed, and that is perfectly okay. If you are employed by two organizations concurrently, like the month of January, February, December, you have two employers, you are earning from two companies, and you are enjoying relief, actually you will get a positive return. So in this case where I'm doing this demonstration for having multiple P9s, if you're employed by two organizations concurrently, trust me, you will get a positive return because of this reason. Monthly relief is supposed to be once, like you're supposed to be relieved 2,400 only per month. In this case, you were relieved 2,400 in multiple entities, like multiple entity A, entity B, entity C. It means the other 2,400 from the second and the third entity is supposed to be paid to KRA actually. But if you are employed, let's say January to April, one organization, and then May to December, that is okay because the 2,400, yes, it was granted by different organizations, but different months. Where you have two employers concurrently is where you will benefit relief twice, which is not supposed to be the case. I think I have even a case at hand on this, where someone was employed by two organizations at a go. So here, you will not sum the P9, the relief from two P9s. No, you always do 28,800, like the summation of the relief for the year. So if it is the old days where we had 16,896, 13,944, you will do that amount for the year. If you got relief higher than that amount in that year, the positive return means you're supposed to pay KRA that difference. I hope that is clear. If it's not clear, you can still clarify. Yeah, but please note, personal relief is for the year, not for the month's work. So in this case, 28,800. And there you go. You can see our P9 is -9, which is perfectly okay. This is mainly plus or minus 10. Let's say to 15 is mainly due to payroll software issues because we use different payrolls. So once you do that, you validate and then you go to Itax and you submit. If your P9, your tax due is on a positive amount, it means you have to pay KRA. So go to payment registration and then register. I think I demonstrated in the last video how to make a payment registration. But if it is not clear still, if you are doubting yourself, just contact me. Yeah, but that is very simple. Follow this step. Just ensure that you fill. If you have three, if you feel like the space is not enough, you have 3, 4 P9 forms, just click on adding rows and you'll be good to go. Please file your returns in time. I'm available for any engagement, any clarification at any time. Bye bye.